Hey, I'm Mike, the uneducated man. In today's adventure, I brought my bees home. I decided since this is something I've never done before, it's all first timing, might as well get it on camera if I end up messing this up and getting stung a ton of times. At least it'll be funny.
Always funny, is it?
So anyway, if you've been watching any of my other videos, you've probably been waiting for this, so I'll shut up now, and we'll get to the part where I dump the bees in the hive. So I'd already cleared and prepped my area, and, got this all together with the rocks and all that kind of good stuff. I messed around, took some pictures, and I left my honey super sitting on top, so that's why originally it was just sitting there like that, but, whatever. Anyway, I brought the nuke from the car before I remembered all that junk. My daughter just could not wait to see the bees, even though she's kind of scared of them. Anyway, after I took the super out of there, I went ahead and opened up the nuke. I didn't really know if they'd come streaming out or if they'd be pissed from being in the box or what, so that's why I stood back like a chicken. But honestly, they were super chill, so I had nothing to worry about, and I feel kind of silly now for how I acted during this whole first encounter. I let them hang out and kind of figure out where they were and orient themselves to the sun and their new location for a couple hours, and then it was time for me to suit up. Okay, I mean, not that suit exactly, but I can't imagine that this suit is a lot cooler and better ventilated than that one, so yeah. So I noticed while I was watching this video after I made it that, I was super smoker happy this first time around. Took me a while to figure that out. I was using way too much, and I think I was pissing them off more than I was helping anything. It's really crazy that after being a kid and being like scared of bees like every kid is when they're little, now I'm over here picking up a frame that honestly weighs way more than I thought it would. The frames really are heavy, like a lot more heavy than I assumed that they would be. So I was kind of worried that I was going to like smash bees trying to hang on to the thing or drop it when I was picking them up and piss them off. I don't know. I think I'll be a lot more relaxed next week when I go in for the first inspection. So between the clouds in the sky and the bee suit, I had a really hard time trying to find the queen or any eggs. I did see a little bit of capped brood, but I don't know. I wanted them to get used to the hive and not stress them out, and I needed to get used to things and not be stressed out. And it was about 17,000 degrees outside, so I was also melting in the suit, and I really needed a drink. Not my finest moment, I will admit. Definitely feel silly knowing my bees a little better now that I was acting so nervous around them. They are super chill. The bee commander really hooked it up with this particular nuke. I mean, I know in a lot of this it looks like there's bees flying around everywhere and they're going crazy or whatever, but if you look closely, none of them are even landing on me. I think maybe one bee landed on me if you watch the video, like, the entire time. I never got stung. They never got all nuts and crazy. Like, basically, they just flew around a little bit. It really was a wild experience, just, like, transferring all these frames over. It was a little nerve-wracking because I was worried I was going to smash the bees or something, but what can I say? It was also really awesome just holding a frame with hundreds of bees walking around on it and not being totally annihilated by them. especially after them having to sit in a box for a while and, you know, take a car ride and then come out here on this kind of breezy hot day, have some idiot in a white suit poking around at them. So anyway, after I finally managed to get done irritating all my bees by inexpertly transferring this hive over, I finally decided that I was going to jump on it, and I was going to go ahead and dump the rest of the bees out of that box like I've seen in so many videos. I'm going to tell you right now, I made a mess of dumping those bees out of that box. They all moved to the hive eventually, so I'm assuming that's a good sign. But when I originally tipped that box and dumped them out, yeah, I got like maybe half of them. Didn't smack the box hard enough. All I did was kind of like annoy them. Still didn't get stung. Still don't think anybody actually landed on me. But yeah, didn't do that so well. So if you're ever tipping the box, go ahead and give it a good smack so they actually come out. Now, the fact that all the bees eventually, by the end of the evening, had traveled from the box into the hive makes me feel good about not actually seeing my queen when I was going through this, because I'm pretty sure they would have bailed on me if she hadn't been in there somewhere. Now, when I actually went to set everything else down, I noticed that I had my reducer on the small opening. I'll be honest with you, I don't know if I need the reducer at all. I really have no idea. But I wanted to change it to the bigger one anyway, so I fumbled through that real quick. Not because I know I need to do it or because anybody told me to, but just because it kind of felt right. Trying to deal with my camera and these bees is really hard, and hats off to everybody that makes these awesome beekeeping videos. Y'all make it look easy, and I have not figured out the secret yet at all. For being my first time doing anything like this, I don't know. I didn't get jacked up, the bees didn't all get smashed, I didn't drop a frame, I didn't even set myself on fire with the smokers, so yeah, I feel like for a first time, this is pretty good. So like I said, the girls are in their new home. I didn't set anything on fire, I didn't drop anything, I didn't smash any bees that I'm aware of, wasn't struck by lightning. Like, nothing crazy happened. And even though it was just a little bit nerve-wracking the first time doing something like this, it was honestly super cool. I really need to go get like a bee suit for my daughter and for my nephew, and then try to talk them into coming out here with me. I think they'd love it. So anyway, I decided to go ahead and let them bees get busy and leave them alone for the rest of the week. Give them their time, and hopefully everything turns out all right. I cannot wait to crack that thing open for the first inspection and see just how much they've built. I mean, hopefully, how much they've built.
I'm sick of shaking my booty for these fat jerks.
And really, really hope I can find either my queen or more capped brood, because I didn't really see a ton this time. It was a lot of stores in there, but there was also a lot of open cells, So just remember, if you're thinking about doing this, if an uneducated man can manage to pull this off, so can you.